Hey, welcome back to Weenie Trades. In this video, I'm going to be giving a technical analysis of Apple, Tesla, GameStop, Mrna, and BBIG. I will also be breaking down Bitcoin in this video. Be sure to use the links in the description to move forward to the stock that you're looking for to be analyzed today. So let's start off with Apple. Apple, if you were here in the pre-market prep stream, I was saying Apple, hey, we could break out over that 155. It was a big flat top resistance last week. We hit it once, hit it twice, hit it 3 times. Today, we're breaking over that. So Apple, blue sky breakout. We kind of blew through a little bit of divergences, meaning we had higher highs, but not a lot of follow through. Today, we started to get that more vertical momentum. So Apple, what's in store for it? Well, Apple could get to about 160. If we look at the options chain, Apple pricing in about a $3 expected move towards the end of the week. So it's basically saying, Apple at the end of the week, not expected to go much higher than 160. Apple is pulling back, Apple is not expected to drop too much further beneath 153. So if Apple pulls back, not expected to break down too much. If Apple shoots higher, it could go up to 160. That's what makes sense most to me. Apple, although it's a little bit up there, risk to reward is a little bit skewed on this one. Although I would like a potential dip buy if we ever got back to 150 again. So 150, potential dip buy. If otherwise, we're making higher highs and higher lows on Apple. Next up, we've got Tesla. And Tesla over here, Tesla was really breaking out today. We talked about this bull flag through the game plan stream. Remember, we were talking about Tesla, move higher, pulling back, sideways consolidation. And today we're gapping over the bull flag. So for gapping over the bull flag, I'm looking for a buyable entry intraday on Tesla. Well, Tesla just went for it. And Tesla, boom, took that little breakout over there and peeled profits. If you watched the morning live stream, I was saying 760, a very likely strong resistance. So over here on the Weenie Trades course, today in the pre-market, I was doing my routine on what I'd look for in a pre-market prep. We talked about Tesla hitting that 760. We talked about NIO hitting 42, being some strong resistance. BABA, Tesla, 750 to 760 right over here. 755 to 760. Tesla very likely to break out. This is enjoyable for all course members, and we get to expand upon that as we go through. So big whoop, Tesla broke out today. What's happening next? Well, Tesla, we're starting to hit the supply zone. Do you see that right here? We held it as support, we broke down. We hit it as resistance. We're coming up to it from the bottom side again, so it might be a little bit of resistance and there might be a bit of sellers in this upper area on Tesla. However, if Tesla gets over 760, I do think that Tesla could potentially make a higher high and get to that $800 a share. I wouldn't expect Tesla to be much higher than 800 though by the end of the year because this is some really strong resistance. Sure, if the volume is booming, then yes, Tesla could get a nice clean breakout, but I'm bullish Tesla in the long term. However, I think in the short to medium term, we might just keep doing that zigzag where we just kind of pitter patter around, maybe come back and do something like that. Again, I'm not in the job of predictions. I'm just going over key price levels. But the way that Tesla is trading, it's been a lot more choppy and lower and slower moving than in 2020 when we're just going parabolic, ripping, going high, just multiple percents up day after day after day on Tesla was 2020. But in 2021, I'm expecting more of a zigzag higher. So Tesla put credit spreads might be the way to go. However, the trend is nice and up. Dip buy potentially on Tesla at the former breakout area at about 741, 742 if we ever got there later this week. Next up, we've got Gme Gamestop. And if you watched yesterday's video that I posted, I was talking about the false breakout. First of all, taking the breakout, taking half profits, and then stopping out break even on the second half. But then GameStop started to roll over. This is a false breakout. Snap through the breakout area and come right back in. So, in my opinion, that's a little bit bearish. We'll see what happens on GameStop earnings. It could definitely squeeze after earnings. It could definitely dump after earnings. I can't wait to trade it till after earnings. The implied volatility is decently high on GameStop, $31. But actually, compared to previous earnings releases and just every weekly volatility on GameStop, so like the volatility within a week on GameStop, is usually higher than $31. So I actually disagree with the options chain. I think that both call options and put options might be underpriced in this scenario. However, I'm just going to be trading it till after the earnings. So waiting till after the report, let the IV crush if there ever is one, and then reevaluate and trade it once it's done with its earnings report. Otherwise, if it's gapping down, it might rip higher tomorrow. If it's gapping up, it might sell off. Things tend to revert back to the mean before earnings. So keeping an eye out on GameStop. And talking about the pre-market prep, we talked about how AMC was more relatively strong than GameStop. And AMC was pushing higher. We held a higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, bull break right into the end of the day. So AMC could be trying to break out. If I just clear the drawing set real quick, we got top one, top two. Are we going to make another top? Or is this another ascending triangle, and can AMC break out to the upside? Time will tell, and I've got my alert set over 48.50. Again, though, this market is riddled with false breakouts where it breaks it and then snaps back in. So it'll be interesting to see if we have key volume increase tomorrow. So if AMC has much higher relative volume than the last few days, then AMC could be breaking out and going much higher. It'll be interesting to see. I'll be reevaluating AMC at Weenie Trades Live. Next up, we've got Mrna, and Mrna had a great day today, up 4.7%. If we look at the intraday time frame, just kind of moved higher, put in a higher low pivot from the previous low of the day. We just made higher highs and higher lows all day. Nice, good stuff, Mrna. But if we look at the daily time frame, we had a great breakout over that 413, 414 level. We peekabooed above it on Friday, and today we blasted through it yet again. So Mrna, resistance coming up on this breakdown candle. Do we see this? This candle was a pretty heavy sell side day. Took away a lot of progress. So I'm going to mark that area. That's going to be the next area of resistance on Mrna if we are pushing higher. 444 all the way up to 452. It's a bigger supply zone because Mrna is a higher price stock, so it's going to be a wider zone. But if Mrna is pulling back, I think 420 might be the dip buy with a stop right underneath 410. So 10 points of risk, but Mrna more bullish than it is bearish. If Mrna is coming underneath probably 366 again, that would be more bearish. So that's Mrna. Bitcoin and crypto got clapped today. I think it was the biggest drop of 2021, and boy did it happen quickly. Bitcoin got absolutely murdered from 53,000 all the way down to 43,000, losing 17% of its value in just a few short hours. So Bitcoin, is it still bullish long term? In my opinion, yes. We were just a little bit overcooked. If you watched yesterday's game plan video, I was saying Bitcoin, long term I still like it, but you're asking for trouble to be buying Bitcoin up here at these prices because you're just buying a ton of risk. So Bitcoin, I still like the dip buy. That was a great dip buy right there at 43K. I didn't catch it. You need to have limit orders pretty much ahead of time to catch that move. But you can catch a portion of the move higher. If Bitcoin is underneath 45,000, then Bitcoin could see a little bit lower lows down to that 41,000, 42,000. I am going to step in and buy that dip if we do get that dip buy. Otherwise, Bitcoin, there's a little short-term breakout over 47,000, and we could go potentially as high as 49,000, maybe up to 50,000, but that's just short-term stuff. Crypto, yeah, it's just short to medium term. Looks like it wants to go sideways to slightly lower, but longer term, again, I invest with small size so that I can tolerate these pullbacks and buy more on the dips. So that's Bitcoin, bullish long term, bearish short to medium term. It depends on if we snap out of this dip or if we put in a lower high and lower low. So those are the scenarios for Bitcoin. Lastly, we've got BBIG, and BBIG had a pretty great day today. If you saw my previous analysis on BBIG, we warned of the sell-off from 11s and from 10s, and BBIG sold off pretty decently, but the buyers stepped up and started to curl it higher. And if you can see, after hours, it's pushing up. Nice, good move on BBIG. There's pending news, and just understand that when there's pending news, yes, BBIG is up, but it could have also just as well have gone down. So you always got to think about the risk that news can bring to a stock. So BBIG, now that we're breaking out, as long as we're above 10, I'm bullish. I think it can see higher prices. It can probably move more than 20% past this 11.90. If BBIG has an option chain, yes, it does. $3.20 is the expected move until the end of the week. That seems about right. So they're basically saying, BBIG, 13 is the high side and 7 would be the low side. I doubt we see 7 now, and we're more likely to see that 13 based off the expected move on BBIG. So bullish above 10, neutral between 10 and 9. I'd say bearish underneath 8. So kind of a lot of limbo right over here. Bullish above here, yay, moon stuff. And then dirt to the floor stuff underneath 8. Thanks for tuning in. See ya. And Peter says, check out the course. Bye-bye.